Hi, I'm Jackie Robertson.
And I'm Joy Barnes.
And we are Between the J's.
And today's subject matter, we're going to talk about growth in the area. That's a touchy subject for some.
It is.
The Atlanta market is in the top 10 strongest in the United States. So that tells me that the growth is going to shift to the south side because Atlanta's huge and it's spreading out. We call it the urban sprawl, I guess is a good term for it. And being from here, a lot of people that I know and relatives, and I totally get it because I miss the way Newnan used to be, the Mayberry Newnan, which, some of that still exists in some parts of the county. But Jackie moved here.
I'm a transplant. So we've been here just over 9 years. But some of the things that you say you remember and that, not that you say, but that you remember or that your family remembers are still the very charming things that are the reason that people move here.
Yeah.
Because of the downtown, like we were just talking about the Christmas parade and how that's just a really neat event every year.
Right. And it's gotten so much bigger. So there's you don't really think about, I'm a 30263er at the end of the day. Of course, you live there too.
I am too.
So it's just where I've always lived. And I feel like when I go home, that's my home.
Right.
And me moving into downtown Newnan is going to be even closer to 30263 and being in the core of Newnan. So I'm excited about that. But I know a lot of people, and I totally get it. I know a lot of people, they hate the traffic, but it goes back to if you don't have that, your schools, just think you can shift to some of the counties a little further south and people have to put their kids in private school and so there's a lot of dynamics that are good about growth.
Well, and also it allows you not to have to leave your community for the conveniences that you are looking for.
Right.
So I think that that's always a big thing too, the less that you have to travel to get whatever it is, especially this time of year.
So when y'all were starting to move here and look for a place to move, how did you find Coweta County and Newnan, and did you look at proximity to Atlanta? Was that the main thing that you looked at for coming here?
So when we first started looking, my husband actually was renting a place on more of the north side of Atlanta because where he works for U.S. Foods and he worked in Fairburn, and he already knew we didn't want to battle that traffic. But he had coworkers that lived in Coweta County, in Sharpsburg. So that's what brought us down here.
Well, I think what I see a lot of, and you can probably add to it, a lot of people are retiring here because we're so close to Hartsfield. And then we have people that retire wherever their kids are. So if they've got grandkids, they want to live close to them. And then you and I are seeing a lot of people moving from the north side. They're empty nesters now.
Yes.
So they're moving down here to be able to get more house, less taxes.
Well, and we actually had a client today who's starting to do their selections for the new construction build, and they live on the north side. It's only 65 miles. It took them 2 hours to get down here today.
Oh, wow.
So they're just excited about being able to have that closer proximity. Like
and he works from home, and so many people work from home or they travel. So that's a big part of it. It's like my clients that moved here from Cumming because their kids moved here.
Right.
To be closer to the airport. So it's kind of like being so close to the airport. And it's, it's hard for me to believe, everybody wants to shut the gate. I've moved here or I've lived here, close that exit, we don't need any more people. But when you have a major interstate coming through your city, you can't stop the growth. It's just too convenient for people not to want to be here.
Right.
And I know a lot of people say, well, we need to talk to our city council and our county commissioners. And that's great. They're very open to it. They just never put themselves out there. So it's like if you want to make a voice, you got to go and be present to give your opinions because they do listen. But I think our county, because they have a slow growth process, because Coweta County is larger than Gwinnett in square miles. It is a large. How many miles? It's 440 miles. Coweta County is the whole county. Yeah, and I've done tours. Oh my gosh,
we could drive the whole thing one day.
We almost did that.
We
day. Did. And I've done that with people, and it takes a good 4 hours in the car.
It did.
Yeah. So anyway.
I'm still Joy's one and only tour, but that's
Yep.
a whole nother video. We'll have to talk about that another
Yeah.
time. Well, we would love the opportunity to come and talk to you about your home's value, whether you are looking to sell or if you're looking to buy or you know someone moving to the area, we would love the opportunity to assist them.
And those that may not want to live in the county anymore because of the traffic, we can assist you.
We can assist you moving out.
because a lot of people say they want to move to Alabama, which is, I mean,
That's
it's
true.
beautiful there. So anyway, well, give us a call for all your real estate needs.